Welcome to another Eternal Draft video. This time, well, I should say finally they updated the draft format. So as you see here, they changed the pack order and number of each pack. We're going to start off with a pack of Unleashed, which is a previous set, then 2 Behemoths of Thera, and then finally one more Unleashed pack. Now, this should shake things up. It'll definitely dilute how good Praxis is, which is nice. And potentially that could free up some of my old favorites from Unleashed, such as like the Frenzy decks, Skycrag, and Feln specifically. So I'm kind of excited to dip my toes in and see if it changes. Okay, so starting off here, we do have a Skycrag card that does trigger Frenzy. Although, not a great card. You're spending 6 to have each player draw 3. Even though it triggers Frenzy, that's still too high a cost. So cards I'm looking at here: Green Stretch Griffin's great. Saddle Up, great combat trick. There's also Stone Scar Maul, which is just a really powerful relic weapon. Otherwise, like, fairly weak pack. I guess I'll take the Maul since I wouldn't mind being in the Frenzy deck, and it does synergize with that. Bejeweled Knuckles is probably the strongest card in the pack. Let's see, we have a Happy Harvester and a Wild Cloud Snake, which is interesting if you can get a bunch of flyers. Hey, we'll take the strongest card in each pack and then go from there. So we get Darkheart Acolyte, another one of my favorite cards. It's in the Frenzy deck. When you trigger Frenzy, you get a 5/5 flyer. Sick. Funny enough, in the same pack with another Stone Scar Maul. Oh my god. Okay, I'm getting some good vibes going on. So we get Icicles here. This is like one of the best removal in this set. It has Overwhelm, so a lot of times you'll kill a unit and still trigger Frenzy with the damage from that spell. So we are like almost assuredly forcing this at this point. We do have another Grumbo's Platoon, but when you play unit, this guy deals 1 damage to your opponent, once again triggering Frenzy. We got a Soulfire. We're just like slamming that. I can't believe that's still in the pack. And then Covenant Peacekeeper, Lutstring Bow, Insect Swarm. I'm kind of just want to take the bow, although it's hard to say if 2 packs is enough that we want to go all in for Frenzy. We already have, I mean, every card we picked already triggers Frenzy for our Darkheart Acolyte. I mean, hey, I guess we'll pick it just in case. Ooh, Borderlands Waykeeper. I think this is close between that and the Party Crasher, but depending on the Frenzy deck, you could have an aggressive one, you could have a more control one. But I think Borderlands Waykeeper is good enough that we want to go in that direction. Now there's an Enraged Serpent, which is pretty mediocre, especially considering we do have to keep in mind Beekeeper is still a card in the format, and the token being able to trade with this is really rough. So I almost think we just hedge our bets with maybe the Mercenary. 1 damage to each thing. Not very interested in that. Ooh, late Seek Power. Okay. Okay, let's see what we get here. We do get a Lipa's Blessing. This card almost always wrecks me, but whenever I have it, it's not great. A lot of good cards in this pack. We have Twilight Lantern, Slinking Roach, Bone Kunai, Zayat's Inquisitor. This is a tough one. I'm really not sure what to pick here. We have 2 really good uncommon primal cards, and we could have 2 really good uncommon Justice cards. Okay, let's pick up the Twilight Lantern. I think in a vacuum, Nightfall benefits us better than the Slinking Roach's Hunt. We have an Ignite here, which is great, so we'll pick that up. A Recover. Okay, we got a Thunderbolt in the pack. That's the exact card we want to be able to just deal damage to face. Caravan Delivery, that's fantastic. Over some other really good cards in that pack. Another Ignite. We're just absolutely slamming it. Okay, Bladekin Apprentice, really good 2-drop. We'll pick that up since we are short units. Crowd Favorite, but it's only a weapon with 3 or less. I'd almost rather just have Slinking Roach right now. Okay, nothing here. Ugh, late Beekeeper, but not for us. I'd play a Hard Lesson in this deck. What the hell? If I didn't always just pick the legendary, Bombard here would for sure be the pick. Especially because it can kill a unit and trigger Frenzy, but we're just going to take the legendary here. Yeah, maybe just a Twilight Lady. I know it's super medium, but Pillager Ant's not going to be the best in this deck when we don't have that much sacrifice fodder. Ugh, that's like pretty bad. Midnight Reprieve, Wilderness Delivery, Lightning Strike, Caravan Mage. Honestly, I don't think we're going to have enough cards for a really strong market. Midnight Reprieve is great for splashing, but it doesn't seem like we'll need to. Maybe I just want a Caravan Mage. That's pretty strong, and he also triggers Frenzy. That might be crazy considering we had the delivery in the pack, but... So this triggers Frenzy each turn. Just not a fan, even though it is consistent Frenzy. Daring Leap or a Chameleon Hide, I mean... Could potentially, that is a splashable card. Daring Leap can finish off the game, but once again, we don't have very many units, so let's take a flyer on potentially a card we splash. Twilight Lantern, another one. Fine with that. Nocturnal Glider or Lethray Darkstalker. I guess we would want the Glider in a vacuum. Ooh, Grow Firebow. The amount of times I've seen this card turn 1 on my opponent's side of the field is kind of tilting. Okay, we get a bunch of... Ooh, that's a nice late... And a late Blade Kit. Wow, we just got a decent amount of good units there late. We do have ways of splashing either of these. Sleight of Hand, and there is this. So you may sack a relic. So we need 1 relic, and then we get 2 7/7s. Yeah, I don't think we're getting a 7 that. Like, we're just going to be like a low curve tempo deck. We're actually looking fairly aggressive. Ugh. Okay, we'll take a sleight of hand. Tome doesn't help us with everything. We have a Zealot here. Not the best 2-drop, though. Just the double influence is kind of rough, but... I mean, what are we going to take over that? Party Crasher, though. This card always overperforms. There's also Rivet's Wrench, but since we're fairly low curve, I don't think we want to splash in this deck. There was a Zoltan Conclave there. I didn't miss it, but... Ice Glider or Grizzled Hermit. There also is just a Breath of Vorprex. If we're that worried about burn, I'm not sure any of this would make our deck. Grizzled Hermit's also in here. Like, if we were to play Breath in a deck, it would be this one. We'll take it. Another Icicles, let's go. Okay, that's big. Passing up on a Sharpshooter. A Thunder Pop, that's pretty late. It's a pretty good 5, and there's nothing else here we would play. I doubt we're gonna splash it, but wow, so this deck's removal is pretty insane. Okay, let's cut cards. 2 Icicles. Probably take out Breath, Snipe, maybe 1 Seek Power. This. Probably don't want Lut String Bow. Probably don't need just a Zealot. Yeti Cookmaster seems a little meh. But probably better than Gruon, actually. Or, oh wait, we could just cut Gruon. And this is the deck, so we could have built it a few different ways. We're ending up playing both Seek Powers and 16 Sigils just to cut it down a little bit, but ensure we can get the right factions with the double Seek Power. And that'll help thin the deck, so I kind of like cutting 1 power for 2 Seek Powers, even though you could make an argument for a 1-to-1 cut here. But I think we do want to be able to double spell in a deck like this. We're pretty low curve, but the games we can go Caravan Mage or, you know, Nocturnal Glide or Thunder Pop something is pretty important. So let's make the market for fire. We get to put in Lutstrung Bow, Breath. The weapon we can put on like a flyer. And then we probably want the rifle in here, to be honest. Yeah, actually, this is a pretty decent market there, actually. Let's do it. Okay, pretty mediocre hand here, but it is keepable. 16 Sigils, and we have a 4-faction hand, so that's nice. Oh boy, it's gonna be one of those games. Okay, mill a Sigil. Not our 2-drop. I guess I like... it's just not efficient enough. So, let's play Darkheart Acolyte here. It would be great to be able to play this and use its ability to at least get 1 Frenzy trigger off. Okay. So that would have killed even if we played the barrier. Does that really matter? Victory! Okay, we'll play it like this. Too bad we didn't get that. Yeah. Too bad we didn't get 1 dragon off of the Grove. Takes 2 turns just to kill that 3/2. That's not great. I guess we could start getting in a bunch of chip damage and playing this guy. Yeah, I think that's a little too cutesy. I'd rather just use all of the power we can, be as power efficient as possible. Ideally, we just want to lock down this board and then just start to go into town with the Grove Firebow. Okay, I'm down for our opponent to waste removal just to take out our 05. Thunder Pop or something. Wow, nothing. So, at this point, I'm down... If they kill it in response, we did waste our turn for just 1 damage, but it is forcing them to use their removal on a 1/1. Interesting. We still aren't really in trouble here. Like, they still need to kill the Firebow, or we kill their 3/2, and we still have a block on the 4/3 with our 05. So that isn't great, for sure. But we're still just going to deal 2 here. It's not worth it to just get in 1 damage. We are getting low.
Make no sound.
So you get to kill one of their things with the Party Crasher. So we can think of that as like 5 power removal. Stone Scarmol can kill the 05. He attacks with everything. Okay, that's not great. We can go... Okay, Soulfire killing 2 of the things. That's actually kind of nuts. Yeah.
The Soulfire shall
and he's
cleanse
tapped
you.
out, so he can't, like,
The Soulfire
negate
shall
it.
cleanse you.
So that was a really good turn for us, because now our 05 still can block the 4/4. I actually wouldn't be upset if we hit another sigil here.
Slay, skin, sin.
Because now Stone Scar Mole kills the 05. And now 2 damage can go on the 3/2. That's probably fine. I think we have more impactful stuff in the deck. So now 05 blocks a 4/4, our 1/1 bird chumps the other 4/4, and then Maul gets to kill something else. Sure. Okay, if our opponent has more follow-ups, we're in trouble. Okay. That's, like, pretty unlucky.
Stay on the path.
There's like the slightest chance if they have another lackluster turn that we could sneak this out. Do we have 2 soul fires in deck? Oh, damn it.
Slay, skid, sin.
Okay. There's probably a way out here that I just can't see, because it's dead to
This is an
nightfall.
outrage.
Okay. We're dead to nightfall here. And Thunder Pop, I mean, there's actually a bunch of stuff that kills us. But he's already used a lot of Nightfall cards, like 3 Bone Pickers here, 2 Twilight Ladies, 2 Extinguish. Okay, show me Nightfall. Oh my god. That's game. If he has exactly Lightning Strike. He has something. Oh my god, let's go! Okay, even if that negated it, they're gonna take the Nightfall damage first. Oh my god. Oh, that was a really tight game. There was that one turn where I just needed a little bit longer to think about the plays, but luckily I do consider myself really good at racing situations. I feel like that's an aspect of these card games that I really excel at. And, I mean, we managed to do it there. Okay, we have turn 1 on the play, Grow Firebow.
Victory!
For the first time. For the first time, let's see if our opponent immediately has a response. Uh-oh.
Veal, take it down.
Look at that.
Sharp wits, sharp blade.
I mean, we probably just, like, race our opponent at this point. In fact, I don't even want to use Thunder Pop on it. We'll see, though. Yeah, I'm content to race. I'd love to just hit sigils continuously here, actually. 2 sigils in a row. I can't believe how close last game was. Literally down to each of us going to 10. That's insane. Insanity. Can't talk. Okay, so we just need to hit one more sigil, and then Grow Firebow is going to start being stupid. I mean, we have no incentive to block. We're going to start
Never
demolishing our opponent here. On sigil. Okay, okay. No sigil. It's tough because Thunderbolt represents so much damage to the face, but I think we actually do just kill the blocker, attack all in. And now there's almost nothing our opponent can do outside of rare or legendary here. Or if we never hit another sigil, so that is possible. I mean, the reason I said rare or legendary was because usually that encompasses the board wipes, but yes, this
Perimeter clear.
uncommon does get there. Okay, let's kill it for 5 damage to the face. That won't do anything. Oh wait. Oh man, that could have been game. I forgot this is also Saccharelic. Okay, it doesn't matter. We have Thunder Pop in hand.
Sharp wits,
Oh,
sharp
well,
blade.
he just shouldn't have played that, though. Nice. Okay, we're 2-0. I can't believe we get Grove Firebow turn 1 on the play, and we never even got to use it. It was basically just a 1-drop 1/1 with Valor.
You've got a choice to make.
You got a choice to make. It's pretty
You've got a
good.
choice to make.
Seek the waystones.
We'll play our Waykeeper. Is that what this is called? Yep. Play that first. Immediately stonewalls his team. Love that. Let's be mana efficient. We'll play the barrier.
This way, you beast!
Okay, it's just a 4/4 essentially, which we can't kill because we don't have the right amounts. I know it's not power efficient, but let's just add to our board since we are the defensive person. Wow. Okay, that was really good. We are the defensive player, I should say. That is fantastic. Okay. Let's just turn him into a flyer. I think we can safely attack here. Especially since... Okay, let's make our opponent... do we even need... Like, we're just gonna kill this thing. We would sacrifice the 0-5 for, like, a combat trick, essentially. Oh my god.
Soulfire shall cleanse you.
They must have a power card to, like... Okay, I am, like, insanely happy that that's what they just did. We'll kill it. Attack with the 2/3. I'm terrified what they have in their hand. Like, is it all 6 drops?
This way, you beast!
That's obscure, but okay. Yeah, let's just keep
The
going.
flames will guide us.
Sharp wits, sharp blade.
Two of this rare is really obscure. I almost feel like we don't need to try anything. There wasn't really much of a stop there, which was kind of sketchy. Let's do this, see what our opponent does. Okay.
Stay on the path.
Yeah, I'm just kind of down to start racing them at this point. We have one more sigil, gives us 2 soul fires, that's 6. 10, we have 12, essentially 12 damage to face and hand.
Don't worry. I'll find it.
Yeah, so I think we just burn this. No, we should save it. We should save it. Yep, so can attack. Let's just use Ignite on him. And now we literally just need one more sigil, and then we'll just start unloading our spells. Not sure why the concession there, but we'll take it. Okay, we are 3-0, cruising right along here. This is so close. Trade one of these 3s for a fire sigil, and this hand's, like, busted. Keep this. Oh, we're playing the same person again? That's kind of unfortunate.
You've got a choice to make.
Seems familiar.
Sharp wits, sharp blade.
I mean,
Stay
not much
on
decisions
the
here.
path.
We're kind of awkward where we're almost exhausting everything we can add to the board, but still also need
Don't
sigils.
worry. I'll find it.
Yeah, we probably just kill the 3/3.
It found me first.
The flames will guide us.
Face. If he plays a 4/4, that does kind of stonewall us,
Grab
which
your
is... Oh, that does not. It can go trade, gain 3. Still probably good enough. Actually, Thunder popping to save him. Is that really that good? Adding Twilight Lady to the board's almost just as good. If we had 6 power, that turn would have
You've got
been
a
great
choice to
for us.
Grab your weapons.
It's like the same hand. But we just deal 2 damage to the 3/1. We keep that on top. And now the question is, do we add to the board knowing he has that board wipe card?
Stay
Probably.
on the path.
It's a tough one, though.
The soul fire
Okay,
shall
good thing we
cleanse
did.
you.
I think that's game, actually.
The
Yeah,
soul
that's
fire shall cleanse you.
He'll deal 2 from the drawing an extra card. Well. Boom. Maul. Bang, bang. Okay, we are 4-0. Absolutely cruising. This is our first, like, pretty questionable hand. Honestly, we might just end up getting the rifle for some, like, later game punch. But we'll see. Okay, our opponent went down a card, which does make bad hands like this better. We'll lead off with the fire, that way if we draw one we can have ignite up, but we didn't quite get there. Pass the turn, because even if we get an advantage, we don't care. That was a really good draw. Now you have some are pressuring our opponent some, and have some removal in hand for stuff they might have. Is it worth it to burn that removal on that? I mean, if he goes Sigil Hunt and it becomes a 4/3, we aren't particularly happy. Yeah.
The flames will guide us.
And I really don't want to use Icicle on a card that weak. I really hope he just uses the effect.
Happy to help.
Interesting. Now, this is a card that I would like to kill. But we could still save Icicles for it. So we can attack like this. I don't really want to trade the 2/3, but if we're pushing damage, it's probably worth it. Okay, that's fine. We can just Thunder Pop it right now. Yes, we want that. Upset we can't double spell here or put additional pressure on our opponent.
Mom? Dad?
I mean, that's pretty strong on this board. A lot of different options here. I'm not sure what the best one is. Gain 3 life is pretty rough, though. I'm guessing 2/1... Wow, damn it. I didn't think about the 2/1 could just block the... Okay, even better. We're fine with that, and now we can kill it, dealing additional damage to face. It's fine. Now we can ignite the 3/2 and hopefully get something impactful here. That is not that. I mean, all of this stuff is good in a vacuum.
Do you still have funds? Do you
Damn it,
still
that
have
was like
funds?
a really good card for our opponent to draw. Does that change anything? No. Let's get the rifle. Hopefully we draw a sigil. Close enough, funny enough.
They're gone.
That could just be game. Okay, we have game in hand.
The soul fire shall cleanse you.
Let's go. Man, I did miss these, like, really aggressive burn frenzy decks from Unleashed, so it's kind of sweet that the deck still works out now. Okay, we are 5-0 right now. No, the Pillingerant's essentially just 6 cards. Oof, 5 sigils. I mean, we're gonna keep it just because how much better is this than a 6-card hand? It's probably about equal. So we'll use this right away, hopefully thin out the deck, and hopefully we just don't see any more sigils. Let's get like that Quicksilver Apprentice or whatever it's called.
Stay on the path.
Ooh, Stone Scar Frenzy, maybe? That'd be kind of cool. I mean, Shadow does have some flyers. It puts the most pressure on our opponent. Yeah, I kind of want to save the 2 damage from the Caravan Mage. And realistically, we can probably just make it a 2/2 flyer next turn and attack for the same amount of damage.
Your sword, Jito.
We'll attack.
She comes.
Play Darkheart Acolyte. Hopefully they don't see how strong it is, but it might just eat removal and extinguish, probably. I could have tried saving it for when we can double spell with Caravan Mage, but I figure that's like several turns away. So let's go for the block here. I don't mind them wasting removal on this 05. Wait for them to use the second copy. Okay, we can just kill it. Nice little 2-for-1. Not a great 2-for-1. We stopped like 2 mediocre cards, basically.
The flames will guide us.
Deal 2 damage to get our dragon. Oh, and that triggers the double damage? Oh my god. Okay, we'll pass the turn. We'll probably just grab Hellfire Rifle as a nice little way to finish the game. Oh man, they're gonna burn 2 removal spells on him. Yeah, it's not ideal for you, mate.
A small
Okay,
incision.
I mean, it's pretty good. Yeah, we'll use it. Get the rifle. Keep our opponent's board clear. Play a 5/5 flyer. It's going to be pretty hard to have removal for it. It's a good start. That is good. They got there, huh?
Seek the waystone.
Field, take it down.
Sharp wits, sharp blade.
Come to think of it, I probably should have just traded the 5/5 there, because then the best he could do is kill the 1/1, and then he has nothing on board. We have a bunch of admittedly small, but if he had a removal here, then we'd be in a pinch. Whereas trading off our 5/5 for his 5/3 is fine, because he already used removal to kill the Dark Art Acolyte. So that, I do think, was a pretty big misplay. They might not draw a removal, but it was still a misplay to not play as if they had it.
A small incision.
That, however, will do the trick. Bam. And now, like, we have so many cards that just absolutely demolish our opponent here. Stone Scar Maul, Soulfire, double Icicle. Wow, this deck just... Oh, man. Okay, we are 6-1, absolutely demolishing the competition here. I'm actually kind of surprised. I didn't think this deck seems that crazy. But I guess, come to think about it, the Unleashed units were much weaker, it seems. At least I should say smaller than the Behemoths Thera units, given how strong time is and the hunt mechanic in general. Okay, that was a good draw. Gives us a little 2-drop. I'll probably hold on to Caravan Mage as long as possible to snipe out a Beekeeper.
Maintaining the peace.
It is annoying. In fact, I wouldn't mind just killing that straight up. Ever another one of your units. Okay, let's go with the Apprentice here. I know this... But we can double spell like this next turn. But we want to get this on board as soon as possible. And this doesn't really add to the board, and we want to save Caravan Mage.
Sharp wits, sharp blade.
Okay, that's really good for us. Unfortunately, right now is... I mean, I guess we could save it again. We can play Scattershot. Because how is he going to play unit and have one of his units die? Brutal. Probably we just need to hit some sigils here. We're gonna need a race in order to beat our opponent that's gonna try to go over the top of us. So they do have interaction here. They had a pause. Oh man, yeah. Unfortunate. I don't know if we have time to hard lesson. Just none of this helps. Yeah, no way. Our opponent's stabilized. We had that little misstep in terms of like what we could add to the board, and that really wrecked us. Jesus, our opponent's deck's insane. Wow. Jesus Christ, give me a break. Okay. Let's icicles this. God, don't tell me you have more. Oh my God. Yo. Yeah. Good game, man. Our opponent's deck is absolutely busted.
For the crown, what?
So I guess we can chump here. That's... Oh, it doesn't even matter. God. Okay. Well, what? We made it to 13 wins in a row. So I guess I should be happy with that. But they ruined another perfect 7-0 win. Potential 7-0 win. Wow, that... So maybe Combray is the new busted combination, of course, overlapping with time. But I guess what did they really do that was busted in time? It was really just the Justice cards. Interesting. Maybe Justice is much stronger with the addition of Unleashed. But right, this is my first draft after they changed up the draft order, so we're still kind of sussing out how the new format, quote-unquote, is going to be. Okay, we are 6-1 after suffering a vicious loss last game. Hopefully, we can keep our 7-win dreams alive here. We still have a loss to give. This hand's very sketchy, but if it works out, the ceiling of this is, like, busted. We have, you know, 2 of the best units in this format on turn 1 and 2 here. That being said, I mean, we do need to see a primal sigil here. They're gonna need to burn their Thunder Pop on one of these guys. We're gonna be in huge trouble if we don't hit a sigil here. Interesting. Okay, we'll take that. It's an interesting decision. We'll go with the Twilight Lantern since we want to keep drawing so we can hit sigils here.
Make no sound.
Okay, that's really good for us. Do we want to burn Thunder Pop here? Probably not. I'll just play the barricade even though it's not power efficient. Our opponent's got tons of cards in hand, and our hand is a little sketchy. We don't have enough to play Party Crasher. We don't have the right influence for Icicles. A couple 2-drops. Okay, I'm happy to see them also playing a couple weaker units here. Oh, that is not a weaker unit, though. We want to kill that thing immediately. Oh my god. I hate to say it. Let's just make him a 2/2.
Seek the ways.
Play another potential flyer. They're probably gonna do some damage to face here. Oh wait, we could have Grove Firebow. Honestly, we probably just should have started getting that snowball rolling. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, okay. Okay, so now we got that. So we need to kill the 1/3. Icicles you. Probably just the Caravan Mage again. We don't have attacks here.
The flames will guide us.
Yeah, I mean, we're almost pressuring our opponent for as much as they're pressuring us back. This is going to be a close one. Okay. Yeah, we're going to have to chump here. We're going to need something good. That is good. I probably should have just killed the 4/4, huh? Oh my god. Okay, so we need to win next turn. I mean, because if that card goes to face, it triggers Nightfall, so then that's lethal in the air. Yeah, so we had to kill this. That was really stupid of me not to. And I'm pretty sure that's just game at this point. Like, Party Crasher can make that thing not block, attack all. Doesn't really matter. Can still have 3/3 block. Damn it. Wow. Damn. That was a pretty bad... I mean, that misplay cost us the game because for whatever reason in my head, I thought Nightfall was going to end once I passed it back, since they triggered the Nightfall on their turn. That was misplay number one in my head, and two, I think killing the 4/4, the Darkstalker, would have made all the difference. He could have chump attacked into my board to deal 2 to face, but we could have just blocked profitably. He would have played that Sky Crag Adept to get back the Night Watch volley, but we would have been up. I mean, I guess we still would have taken the same amount of damage. Yeah, maybe it was still a misplay, but it probably didn't matter since he had Sky Crag Adept to get back the Night Watch volley. Just having that extra 6 face damage was just insane. Okay, we are 6-2, getting green. Wow, words. We are 6-2, getting absolutely dreamed crushed by pretty insane decks. So let's see. This is our last chance. We'll lead off with the Fire Sigil. That way we can have Ignite up. I mean, we're gonna play Bladekin Apprentice, but.
Sharp wits, sharp blade.
Okay, we got Caravan Delivery. That's pretty nice for us. Another Combray deck. See if our opponent just wants to sacrifice it. We have an interesting decision whether or not to weaken Caravan Delivery straight for a Lutstrung Bow, which kills that and saves 2 Ignites. The other option is just Twilight Lantern plus Ignite. It's probably just that. Just that's so efficient. We basically want anything that's not a sigil. Icicles.
Funny.
Okay. Still nothing really worth it. Is this any unit? When it goes to your void.
The flames will guide us.
Okay. Hopefully our opponent goes like that 4/3. Oh no, okay, that's a really good one. Okay. So he still has to take 4 here, actually. I think we actually kill the 1/1 because it means if he attacks with the Myrmidon, he doesn't get anything for it. And yeah. Yes. Okay, use this for the rifle. It's a good draw. Okay, we have our opponent in the danger zone here. But if they go like Sigil Cautious Mantis, I mean, that will do it. though. I didn't think they... I mean, any unit that could have blocked, he had a 1-4, we had a 4-6. I mean, he's at 4 power. Maybe he was stuck on sigils? It's kind of odd. I mean, I guess we got there. That was kind of a weird last game, but... Whew, we almost got Dream Crush there, even though we did have some absolutely brutal wins. This deck was insane. It turned out, I didn't see it at first until it played it out, but we have 3 units that if we're on the play are just very close to auto wins. We have one of my favorite cards. We only got to trigger it once. Saw it twice, immediately died one of the 2 times, and then they killed it afterwards. But this deck was insane. 2 Ignites, 2 Icicles, Soulfire, Thundershot, Caravan Delivery for... We did Hellfire Rifle each time. Funny how, I mean, this is a really bad card, but if you have it in the situations where you just need to get over the top of your opponent, I mean, it does what you need to do. Wow, that's pretty funny. I mean, just think, this is like no rare 7-win deck, but let's like be perfectly clear, there's a lot of uncommons in this deck that really put it over the top. We got to our first draft of the more Unleashed set, new draft format. We go for our favorite deck from the last set, which is Skycrag, like burn aggro, and we managed to get 7 wins immediately. I hope you guys enjoyed that as much as I did, and I hope I'll catch you on the channel for more Eternal Draft content. Peace!